وتراجع أسعار النفط في مقابل ارتفاع الدولار تغير شيئا فشيئا خارطة سياحة الشرق الأوسطية في 2015. موضوع أناقشه مع ضيفي في الاستوديو السيد إيفان ياكوفليفيتش رئيس قطاع السفر في جوجل الشرق الأوسط. سيد إيفان، أهلا وسهلا بك. كيف سيؤثر ارتفاع الدولار بداية وتراجع الروبل على أسواق المصدر السياحية بالنسبة لمنطقة الشرق الأوسط، وكيف يمكن للدول المعنية مواجهة الآثار السلبية؟
It indeed has an important effect. I think Russia in particular is actually one of the very important source markets for the Middle East tourism. And we have already seen some of those effects actually happening in practice. And the number of the tourist arrivals from Russia in the past couple of months to Dubai airport in particular has actually decreased on a year-over-year basis. I think from my perspective, from a broader perspective, what this means is basically it really highlights the importance of having a diversified tourism strategy. Because if you think about tourism as a global industry, it is prone to disruptions, and we have had a lot of examples of that, from the diseases such as SARS or swine flu or volcano eruption or some other macroeconomic or geopolitical events. All of those affect tourism, so it's very important to have a diversified strategy. And Dubai is actually doing quite well on that, because if you look at the breakdown of the number of the source markets, we actually do attract the tourists from the mature markets such as the UK, Europe and the States, but also from the growing and emerging markets such as India, Russia and the neighboring GCC. And in particular, the latter part is actually the fastest growing part of the market. So this is a really good part of the strategy of Dubai. Now, what to do to counteract it? Digital marketing is actually one of the most important elements of such a diversified tourism strategy because of its obvious advantages such as the global reach, cost efficiency and the targeting.
بما أنك أتيت على استراتيجيات التسويق، هل 2015 يجب أن يكون عام إدراك أهمية الاستراتيجيات المبنية على مبدأ الموبايل بالنسبة لمزودي السياحة في المنطقة؟
Mobile is incredibly important. I think we can almost call the 2014 the year of mobile from a consumer perspective. What this means and what we are seeing from the Google side is that there are a number of markets, especially here in the region, that have become mobile first. What I mean by this is that actually more than 50% of all the interactions that we're having online, be it conducting a Google search or interacting with a social network or watching an online video, actually happen on mobile rather than on desktop. And what this means basically is that for a lot of tourism providers and advertisers, they need to have a change of a mindset. It needs to be a mobile first kind of a mindset. So it's not enough anymore to basically think about developing something for the desktop and think about mobile as an afterthought. It's actually quite the other way around, starting with mobile first, and then basically having a conversation with a consumer that is already there on mobile.
كيف تقيمون خطوات دبي في اتجاه التحول إلى موبايل فيرست على صعيد السياحة، وكيف يمكن لهذه الاستراتيجية أن تخدم رؤية دبي وهدفها ببلوغ عدد 20 مليون سائح في 2020؟
Dubai is already a very important destination city. In fact, in one of the last surveys by MasterCard, Dubai was actually the #5 destination city globally in terms of the number of tourists attracted. And obviously the aspirations of both the government of Dubai as well as the large players in the tourism sector such as Emirates and Jumeirah are obviously very high. And you mentioned the 2020 vision of attracting 20 million tourists. And online and mobile in particular, obviously a very important part of that vision. If you think about it from a global perspective, more than 1/3 of all the travel receipts are actually being generated online. In the region, it's slightly smaller, but the actual growth is there. So if you are trying to achieve that growth, obviously online and mobile in particular is basically one of the first places to go. What this means for the travel suppliers, I mean the travel suppliers in the broader sense, both the destination marketing, the tourism boards, as well as the hotels and the airlines, is again thinking about where the consumers are, right? And the consumers are mobile. So whether it is being there when they're searching for information or being there when they're trying to have a conversation on the social network or basically telling a story using the online video, mobile is a very important part of that. And we see the suppliers in Dubai actually taking some very important steps in this regard.
إيفان ياكوفليفيتش رئيس قطاع السفر في جوجل الشرق الأوسط، شكرا جزيلا لك.
Thank you very much.